When it comes to creating a strategic plan, you have to have a clear vision for where your organization is going. Now, if you've been bogged down with busyness and the demands are popping up in front of you every day, which likely they are, it can be hard for a leader like yourself to get away from the noise and the activity and actually think through, what do I really want this organization to be like 5 years down the road from now? And if you don't have a system for that type of deep thinking, it can be hard to even know where to start. So let me give you one exercise that you can work through. Give yourself about half an hour of time. Book it in your calendar like any other meeting or appointment you got, and get away from your desk and leave your phone behind. And just spend some quiet time in a room doing this exercise. So when you get in that room, I want you to visualize yourself 5 years down the road from now. So you're going to have to cut the ties of your current context. You're going to have to cut the ties of whatever it was that person in the hallway said to you while you were on your way to get this thinking done. And put yourself in the future 5 years. You're sitting at a restaurant having breakfast with someone that you've been mentoring over the last couple of years. They call you up or text you when they want some advice on their career. And now they're at the point where they're starting to manage a business similar to that one you've been leading for a long time. Perhaps it's the business that you own. And they're looking for direction. And they say to you, wow, I look at what you folks are doing over there and I'm amazed at what you've been able to accomplish. I would love for you to tell me about that. So now in your visualization, I want you to prepare your answers for this person, and I want you to do a few specific things. Pretend they've asked you this very specific question. What are the 3 things that you are most proud of that you've accomplished in the last 5 years? So prepare to answer that question. Start writing down ideas. I am very proud that we did this. Remember, you're 5 years in the future. Then have that imaginary person ask you the question, what's one thing that you're surprised that you're doing now that you didn't foresee yourself doing 5 years ago? What is that surprise thing that you're involved in? Another way to ask yourself is, if there were no constraints or no fear of failure, what is it that you would be pursuing? And then pretend that that person asks you the question, how come it surprises you that you're doing that now? What that's going to do for you is going to unveil and reveal to you some of the roadblocks to that thing that you would be pursuing if there were no risk attached. When you're done answering those questions and writing them down, you've got the 3 things you're most proud of, the 1 thing that you're surprised that you have pursued, and the reasons why that surprises you. This gives you some clear input for that vision of the future and prepares you to move on in the strategic planning process.